Hello, everyone. This is Rolo, the Puerto Rican Pistolero of the Locked and Loaded Latinos, and I am joined by the rest of the Geeks and Gamers team here today. We've got Lethal Lightning, the Thunder from Down Under. How are you doing today, Lethal?
Like everyone else, I am anxiously waiting with bated breath for Skyrim Remastered Electric Boogaloo. I cannot wait to get another Skyrim remaster. Hopefully this time I'll be able to play it on my fridge, seeing as how you can play it on pretty much everywhere else. I'm here for Skyrim, nothing but Skyrim. I don't care about Starfield. I don't care about Halo Endless or anything like that. Just give me another Skyrim.
I mean, why can't we have? And we need to have Skyrim everywhere at this point. That needs to be the standard for everything. In the third spot here, we have my lovely, beautiful wife and the co-host of Locked and Loaded Latinos, Joe, Latina Locked and Loaded. How are you doing today?
Good. Am I still muted?
No, you should be good. Everybody should be able to hear you. So
it's really cool to have Lethal right above me. And by the way, I apologize if I start like breaking into your accent. It's like a bad habit. It's like I watch you, I watch one of your streams, and like that afternoon, I'm stuck like in a fake Aussie accent. I apologize ahead of time. I just am a fan of that very much, and of you. And yes, I too am really excited for Skyrim. I have about how many hours? Like 400 hours in that game.
Oh yeah, but that, just on the Switch version.
Just on the Switch
and you started
version.
on Xbox too.
Yes, and I'm a little bit addicted. So I too would like to play that on my fridge.
And we are Chaos. She is the mod extraordinaire on Discord, and she wears a lot of hats here at Geeks and Gamers. I don't know, is this one of your first times on a stream?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. So people have seen
Not
you here
at all.
before us. Oh, okay, awesome. So I'm the newbie here, so hopefully we're happy to have you here. And what are you looking forward to today?
Anything Fallout that I can get. Anything.
Hell yeah.
But I want to see Starfield. That's what I really want to see.
Definitely. And coming up over there from Canada, we have Mark the Cyborg, who needs really no introduction.
I'm sorry that I was not here as the stream began. Just as we were doing the countdown, X-Ray Girl started screaming and saying that she needs my help because of a bug. And the bug was like a little grub, you know, like one of those. It kind of looks like a little worm, but they're like this big. It was one of those. And I tried to squish it with my finger, but it jumped. So I got a Tegaderm, which is like the thing that you put over an IV, and then just stuck it. Encased it in carbonite, showed her the body. She's okay.
Holy shit, that's messed up, man. You couldn't just step on it. You had to go through this crazy torture technique.
It was on the washing machine, like sticking on the wall.
Well, that's her domain.
I tried to just press it with my finger because it was like a little small thing, but it kind of hopped away. So I used something that it couldn't escape from, and then was able to prove to X-Ray Girl that it was in fact neutralized.
You have to admit it's a very Mark thing to do, though.
She needed the body as proof.
Would you guys like a puppy?
Oh, cute.
Oh.
Yeah, this puppy's super chilled out.
What you need, Mark, is the Florida solution for all our bugs is the chancleta. You just have one of those flip-flops ready and they like kill everything. I've killed a scorpion with it. I've killed like all kinds of things with it. It's very effective.
My
body will be there.
Is actually designed with a little space in the toe so I can wear a flip-flop.
Oh, that's awesome.
Are you looking forward to Starfield, Mark?
As far as things that I'm looking for, Starfield, I don't know. I'd kind of like to see some gameplay. I'm sort of neutral on Starfield right now. Bethesda Game Studios, not the publisher, is an interesting developer in that they make games that have a lot of issues, but they also kind of make the most interactive RPGs ever, like where you can open every single drawer and like pick up every single item
and steal every single item in their house.
Yeah, like that's like you're very free to kind of do whatever you want. So I've always respected the BGS design for that reason. I think they've got a lot of issues when it comes to, you know, tech, but I mean the same could be said about From Software, which is one of my favorite devs, because Elden Ring is a 10 out of 10 designed game built on 6 out of 10 tech, and you know it can still work out all right that way. But
we got a $2 super chat from Ladies Man 727. Where is Jeremy Griggs? Jeremy is in parts unknown right now, traveling. There's a lot of stuff going on in the coming week, so I don't know if he'll pop in. He did last time, but he's pretty busy right now. So
what about you, Rolo? What are you hoping to see?
Oh man, there are a lot of things I'm hoping to see. Obviously, this year, 2023 is or 2022 has kind of been a bummer for Xbox with Starfield getting pushed back, and Halo really underwhelming with the seasons not adding co-op still more than 7 months after the release. So that's kind of a bummer. So I would really like to see, obviously, Starfield. I want to know more about it, and I think after what happened with Halo, it's totally fine for them to delay it. I'd rather them delay it until it's as good as they can make it than to go through, kind of this disappointment again and then having the game die off essentially and hoping that you can make it good in the future. So
I think as far as Halo goes, best case scenario would be like a teaser for Halo Endless.
Yeah.
The continuation of the Infinite story, because no one knows what the Endless are.
Yeah.
The closest thing we've come to it is the Harbinger, but she kind of just talked about them. And her whole thing was like the Endless are coming and they're just going to fuck you up. That was her whole thing. And so we don't really know much about it. We know they trademarked the term though.
Yeah, they did.
I think as far as Halo goes, that's as good as it's going to get in terms of teasers on this. I think the big money shot at the end will be Starfield. I think that's going to be the one that they're really holding on to everything for. I dare say Forza, there'll be some Forza stuff. There's always Forza stuff. I'm pretty disconnected from Forza. So maybe a DLC. I think there was a new game somewhat recently.
Both of the last two Forza Horizons did sort of wacky DLCs. Forza Horizon 3 had the Hot Wheels DLC where you had like loop-de-loops and stuff. And then there was a Lego racing one for 4. So.
Oh, was there?
Yeah. So like the Forza Horizon in particular, their DLCs are usually pretty interesting. So
I think we could see, we could see in the Forza series, we haven't seen the actual sim, the base Forza for a while. Yeah, so I think we'll probably see some of that, and then maybe they'll tease the next Horizon because I believe they're taking a bit of a break this time.
Yeah, it's motorsports. Horizon. Motorsports got the opportunity though to steal the crown though because everyone's pissed at Gran Turismo right now.
Yeah, that's true.
There might be an opening for like the best sim racing game. It's not really my thing though. I kind of prefer the Horizon ones that are they have realistic-ish physics, but also are very arcadey, and you can do a bunch of crazy stuff and rewind time. Like that's sort of more my jam.
I don't think it'll happen, but do you remember a few months ago there was kind of those rumors floating around of a New Vegas 2 style Fallout game?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. It's as far as legality goes, it's possible. Like Obsidian and Bethesda are now under the same banner, so they can shake hands, make up for the development cycle of New Vegas 1. But I've always kind of thought that maybe Bethesda Game Studios sort of hates Obsidian because everyone kind of remembers like New Vegas as being the Fallout game, and that nothing that they've made is quite to that standard. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to sit in on those meetings.
3 was good.
I like 3.
Yeah.
I like 3.
I did too.
And New Vegas never would have happened without 3 either. It's just I think a lot of people think the writing in New Vegas was superior to both 3 and then 4. A lot of people found underwhelming. So
didn't like 4. To me, 4 was an FPS game.
Siobhan, have you heard of Fallout London?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems kind of interesting, everybody. That's like a big, large scale mod, like DLC like mod that people have been making with pretty high production. Yeah, for Fallout 4, where it takes place in London, and I think the lead writer on it got hired by Bethesda. So
that's always good when you see things like that.
There's also a big mod for 4 coming out that they're supposed to be remaking 3 in it.
I heard about that as well.
And then I want to say they were like maybe New Vegas as well. Maybe I read it wrong. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that there's supposed to be a big mod coming for 4 remaking 3. So
I think the fact that they're already calling it an Xbox and Bethesda shows that a huge portion of the show is probably going to be Bethesda. So we're going to see a lot of content. I wouldn't be surprised if for Starfield they really go in deep and maybe bust out with Todd Howard. And he explains kind of the gameplay loop and the premise to it and actually shows gameplay footage and maybe have a real-time demo, something like that.
Todd Howard can come out on stage, tell us how it just works and there's absolutely nothing wrong with the game. It's the best thing ever made. And we can all just get our memes ready. Todd Howard, he is a living, breathing, walking meme.
Yep.
I can
Bless
remember.
his heart, though. I don't know. I think Todd means well.
I think he knows it too. I think he plays
Yeah,
it.
he leans into it. He definitely leans into it. He is aware that there are memes. Like, was it what was the really shit for 76?
Yes. I was gonna say no one mentioned 76, and I'm like,
when he was up on stage.
I like to pretend it just didn't happen.
Well,
76 first announced
76,
76, and then he was just like, apparently our games have bugs, and everyone's laughing at him.
Mm-hmm.
But we actually tried to play 76, and we couldn't play it because of how buggy it was.
Yeah.
When did you try? Out of curiosity.
Well, that was back when about the mid-cycle, so definitely the older
try it
consoles.
Try it again. It's on
It
Game
runs
Pass,
better.
and if you guys have series consoles, give it a shot. Because like from what I've heard from a lot of people, Fallout 76 Year 1 is not the same game that it is now.
Yeah.
And apparently they pulled out I don't think they do the Fallout annual subscription thing that was sort of scummy, and a lot of people I've talked to have really been enjoying Fallout 76 lately, but I don't have any firsthand experience. What I'm looking forward to, though, if there's a lot of Bethesda stuff, is if id has anything to show, Machine Games, if they're showing off either a third Wolfenstein or their Indiana Jones game that they're working on, or fingers crossed, I know it'll probably never happen, but if there's a Quake 5 that is like set in the old Lovecraftian Quake era, I will be very happy, but who knows?
I totally forgot about the Indiana Jones game. Does that have a release date?
No, not even close.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that because the Lucasfilm gaming thing didn't really come about until recently, I think they've got another Wolfenstein in the can that they'll kick out first. That likely will end with a boss fight against Mecha Hitler, because I hear that it's going to be the last one in the trilogy. But you know,
I'm surprised, Rollo, you haven't mentioned Gears of War.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, that's almost your forte. What do you have to say about Gears of War?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a huge fan of the series. So, wait, we didn't even bring the. Oh yes. This is how. Am I allowed to? I know this is a fake one.
Yeah,
so
of course. It's
YouTube. This is fake. This is not real. It's not a live firearm. I'm ready to go. So
she's got the Lancer.
I'm holding out to see if they have something for Gears of War 6. So I make a racket putting it back down.
Do you know what I would prefer? And we talked about this the other night, Rollo. Is if they did like a Master Chief style collection for Gears of War. That's
Absolutely.
kind of been rumors that have come and gone since for ages. They managed to actually pull off something like that. Call it the Marcus Phoenix trilogy. I don't give a fuck, man. I just want Gears 1, 2, 3 that actually work. I tried to play Gears of War 1 with a friend online to do the campaign again. Through Xbox Game Pass on PC, and you can't connect to each other. And I looked.
Have you tried the remastered edition? Yeah,
that was the remastered.
Oh, that
edition.
was. It didn't work. Wow, that sucks.
It doesn't work on PC. I looked it up, and people were saying like this has been a problem forever, and it just never got fixed.
Yeah, that sucks.
If they could actually pull out like a Master Chief style collection for the Gears of War games, you'd probably never see me again.
Yeah. And I think since they've always used Unreal Engine, they could, remaster the old ones too. I think it would be awesome if you could have all the maps in Unreal Engine 4 or 5, if they decide to go to 5 for that. And you just play seamlessly with all the games, and you can kind of choose the setup with like eras, guns only from Gears 2 or 3 or whatever if you want, and you can have all the different characters, and any map throughout the series would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And then Horde, maybe have Horde throughout every era, and you could have like Locust and newer enemies combined. That'd be pretty sweet.
What is the new faction called? Because I stopped playing after Gears 3.
They're called the Swarm. Yeah, the Swarm. So pretty much it's just the Locust really didn't die off. They were able to adapt and come back to life. And then they did
something with the Queen's granddaughter or some shit.
Yeah. So Reyna was the daughter of Queen Mira, and then now Kate is her granddaughter.
Yeah.
So she's been kind of fighting with this urge to almost go back to the Swarm, and that's like a lot of her inner turmoil dealing in the game right now. So they've kind of made her the focus and the main character with everything that's going on, and develop that relationship better, because honestly the story of Queen Mira was never really delved into. We talked about this a little bit the other day in the games. If you read it in the books, they explain it, but that's kind of the problem that a lot of Xbox series seem to have, Halo and Gears in particular. where they have a lot of great lore, but you don't necessarily see that in the game. Sometimes it's because you want to focus on the action, the gameplay, but it can be a little bit tough then to keep track of things when you get deeper into stuff. But I think the newer Gears series is trying to delve a little bit into that.
Well, they do explain a lot of people don't realize that Mira is actually a human. I think if you don't read the lore, and then they kind of go into it in the last game when you see Kate's mom get taken by the swarm and kind of like become part of them. So I guess that's kind of like people are like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they definitely need to flesh that out a little bit more.
Yeah. Is it similar to like Halo 4? How it like Halo 4 has a really good story. It's just not explained in the game.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely like that. The newer games do a better job because in the newer continuity, they kind of explain what's going on. I think it's the older Gears games where things were a little bit more mysterious when it came to the Locusts without reading the books. So now they're kind of explaining it a little bit more because Kate is kind of like, we see her perspective and what she thinks, and she's kind of like tapped into the swarm. So you get a little bit more of that backstory there.
With them being more mysterious, more so in Gears 1, I felt all the ones I played, Gears 1 had the most horror style elements to
Absolutely.
it. And the mystery, I guess, well, for the player, that whole mysterious of what the fuck even is a locust, where do these assholes come from, and all that type of stuff. It kind of made it a bit more freaky.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? So when you're dealing with stuff like that, sometimes you don't want to explain or over explain it to the point where it's no longer scary, if you know what I mean.
Definitely.
It's not like Gears is a horror game, but it can start to lose its edge a little bit.
Absolutely. And we got a $5 super chat from Duck Naughty Dog. With Jeff Keighley's Game Fest being the flop of the century, like everything Jeff does now, it should be easy for Xbox to top it. I wonder if who's going to host this, or if it's just going to be Xbox going through it, because I almost feel like I heard that Jeff Keighley's going to host this one too. I don't know. Correct me.
I hope not. I've had enough Jeff Keighley for a year.
I know, because it's all part of Games Fest, and they have it on the Games Fest website. So that's kind of Jeff Keighley's thing. So I wonder if he's going to be the MC for this. So we're going to get a lot of little side stories that are irrelevant and canned conversations on stage with developers. But I mean, that's kind of always the case with E3.
I haven't eaten Doritos in ages, but just having Jeff Keighley on my screen is like, I'm already sick of Doritos.
Oh man.
We'll see how we go. It's not going to be Todd Howard. As much as I want Todd Howard to do the whole thing just for pure memes,
it would be funny. He might do the entire Bethesda thing. Who knows? If they have like a Bethesda, like this is the Bethesda block for like the next 30 minutes or something, he might do it himself.
You don't put Jeff Keighley on when you've got Todd.
That's true. That is true. So we'll see. Okay.
I would imagine they would only bring him out for whatever the big announcement is, which I think will be Starfield gameplay.
Yeah.
Because it's weird. Like, we talk a lot about Starfield, but no one's really too sure what the fuck that game even is.
Yeah, it could just be Fallout in space or Skyrim in space, or maybe they've actually added more to the mechanics of what you can do.
And hot take, I just think that we're going to get some very abstract trailer. We're still going to be left like, well, I don't know what it is, but I'm really excited for it. Find out next year.
I could see that for like Hammerfell or Skyrim, or I should say Elder Scrolls 6. But
that's what they did with Elder Scrolls 6. It was just a shot.
Maybe
shot going over a mountain.
Yeah.
And then just kept saying Elder Scrolls. And then we're like, oh, so it's not a Skyrim remaster? Well, at this stage, all I want is a Skyrim remaster and Morbius to go to the cinema for a third time. Apart from that, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
Pretty happy.
I mean, they're going to at least, the block on Games Fest website says it's 2 hours. I've heard
2
like
hours.
an hour and a half to 2 hours. Yeah. So
you want to?
That's a long time. Yeah, that's a long time to go. So let's unmute this. We got 2-minute warning. And let me know if that's good.
Now. What does it say on my end? 1 minute 41. Oh wow. Okay, pretty close. We'll see how it goes. I'm keeping my expectations somewhat low for this one. I'm more excited for this than I am for Summer Games Fest. Summer Games Fest was just a shit show, in my opinion.
Yeah. It was boring.
By Choo Choo Thomas.
Yep.
Or whatever that dude's name was.
Choo Choo Charles.
Choo Choo Charles. He clutched that whole thing for me, man. There was a few things I liked, like the Ninja Turtles was cool, but
Dark Tide. That was my big thing.
So 762 by Kaiju dropping the $2 super chat. Get ready for Frosk to host this LOL.
Oh God, no, no.
I hope not. I'm running on an empty sack over here.
That'd be pretty terrible. That would be pretty terrible. But we always keep Frostbitten close to our
Friday
hearts
night tights.
on the soundboard there. Frostbitten is definitely some of the best work out there. But
Oh, you know, it'd be awesome if she was on stage with Todd Howard.
oh, that'd be pretty good. If Frost hosts, I'm leaving, says Cam Man in the chat. I mean, we'll stick around just for you guys and we'll give you our hot take if Frost happens.
I'll go-
If
I'll have
she's
to
not
get up-
hosting, I'm leaving.
Mhm.
I mean, who doesn't like to watch a good train wreck though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
I feel like I need to go get like a bottle of saline to like clean my eyes out though.
Hey, we've got Jeremy coming in himself from the road.
Oh,
Let's get him up
hello.
here. Go on, Jeremy.
I can't hear you guys because my Bluetooth is not picking up, but I just want to great job on the panel. Rolo, you can pull up, there's a few super chats I think you missed.
Okay.
So if you remember, you go to monetization
Okay.
from Creator Studio and you can see all of the super chats.
Okay. I'll check.
I need all the super chats I can get because these gas prices are killing me. So send super chats. And I know it's starting, so I'm going to let you guys go. I love you all. Chat, you're awesome. Have a good panel. Bye.
Ta-ta.
Thanks a lot. Take care, Jeremy.
All right, here we go.
This will be Redfall. I don't know. I didn't think this looked particularly great. Wait, why do I have subtitles that are like in Arabic?
Me too.
Is that supposed to be sound?
Yes. Do you guys hear it?
Nope.
Joe?
You have it muted on the video
Right.
itself.
Let's see. It should be good. Let's see. Let me know, Lethal.
Oh shit.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like
There we go.
we're watching
That's
one with
stupid.
described video.
Oh, with the
We got the interpreter lady.
Yeah.
Here, I'll throw you the one I'm watching.
Yeah, let me show that one because I couldn't find the other one.
This one's in private chat.
I was
Right?
watching
Okay.
that review. It was a premiere rather.
That's what it was like. Are we gonna have to watch the ASL lady the entire time?
Look, I know sign language, and I'm going to be judging her the whole time when I'm watching this, though.
All right, switching over to the other one.
I mean, this looks fine. It looks like an arcane game, and they're usually pretty good.
yeah, it's true,
I
it
don't
does.
know about the looter shooter 4-player elements of it, but I know, like I like Deathloop. I like the Dishonored games. They're decent. Wasn't crazy about Prey though. A lot of people love Prey. I couldn't get into it.
I did enjoy Prey. It was good. Let's go through a few super chats here. Well, I'll wait for this one to end real quick or get to the end.
Jacob. Oh, thank God.
Come on, find the others and beat feet.
You know, Redfall used to look like it was straight out of a postcard. A picturesque island off the coast of Massachusetts. The bustling historic downtown, the seafront district, and the old lighthouse. Then, something happened. People started vanishing, and those who didn't sold out. Big time. Fast forward, basically everyone's either a vampire, a cultist trying to become a vampire, or dead. And these aren't just trashy movie vampires. These
Here they are.
monsters blocked out the sun and pushed back all the water. Totally cut us off from the outside world. Gotta
So they're
admit,
big
though,
budget
I
movie
have to be stuck on an
vampires.
island full of vampires. I'm glad it's with y'all.
Feelings mutual, I guess.
Aw, thanks, Jacob. We've also got Remy, our engineer genius, and her little robot buddy.
I don't like this.
They're gonna need to work on the anime AI if they want to make the combat their go-to thing.
Cryptozoologist, but to each their own.
I'm my feeling though is this is gonna be more like Wolfenstein Youngblood than anything good that's come out of Arcane.
We've been digging for answers, but haven't found much beyond blood and death. Luckily, the vampires and their sycophants aren't discreet about where they like to nest. I'd bet the answers we need are inside those tourist traps turned fortresses.
Spotted some bloodsuckers in their fan club near the festival grounds. Let's start there.
Jojo. Here you go, baby.
Ghosting out.
Left 4 Dead 3 looks shit.
Yeah.
Could go straight at him or just slip past.
Let's just get this done. On my mark.
Jojo. Sorry, I mute the puppies.
They know we're here. Look alive.
This one is mine. Going up.
My cryptid hunter's intuition tells me there's a nest nearby.
Your what?
Duff, that's not a thing.
Found something.
Oh, now I simply must go in there.
This is shit.
Where does it go?
It's kind of like Left 4 Dead, but with
It's pretty
vampires.
generic. I feel like this is an overplayed genre at this point.
Consciousness. That's impossible.
There's the
I
movie.
think it's probably going to be much more along the lines of Destiny or The Division, but smaller scale. Like, did anyone here play Wolfenstein Youngblood other than me?
I didn't play Youngblood. I played
Okay,
the first two.
Youngblood sucks. It's really bad, and
Yeah.
it's made by this same studio. It is kind of like a Destiny Division light. It sort of strips away everything that's good about the Wolfenstein combat by adding in a bunch of numbers and weapon levels and rarity tiers and shit. So I'm not like, I mean, the gameplay is good. It feels good enough because Arcane's a decent studio, but I would be 50-50 on this actually end up being
50-50, you're generous. I thought that was terrible.
Well, I mean, we didn't play it. We don't see how the game's like actually designed. The gameplay
again,
loop, the open world,
2023.
the AI, like
2023 again, so that just hurts. Okay, let's try to get through some of these super chats real quick. Cappy said, Elden Ring is poop. Suffer, Mark. Can we replace Lethal Everywhere with how do I pronounce her name again? Where Chaos? Siobhan.
Cappy's been
or
playing
Lethal.
nothing.
Why
but
can't we have
Resident
both?
Evil
Why
8
can't
all
we have
year.
both like today, Cappy? Joe Musashi for $2 says, all I want is new Killer Instinct game announced. That would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then Muggy Skins was actually from the last stream, so those are the couple. Okay, I think we're all cut up.
Oh, if we get a release date for Siren Song, that might actually be a pretty big deal because this game's been in development for like a long time. It was
and then the
originally
last
just
Toxic
DLC
Male
for Hollow
becomes
Knight.
a channel member as an epic gamer
Awesome.
with his DSP profile picture.
Any of you guys play Hollow Knight?
I did play a little bit. My brother actually played it a lot, and he enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a really solid game.
Yeah, it
Release
should be pretty
date?
good.
No release date.
No, it'll be on Game Pass day one. So that's what they're really going to push, that you can get things on Game Pass and fill out the library without having to drop full price for a game. Oh, console launch exclusive.
Mark's no longer interested.
Selling humans as drugs. You're the only one that can stop them. You realize we're gonna have to take out the entire alien drug cartel.
I was about to say, I was like, that sounds like
Yeah.
Morty.
You're just gonna leave me here in what, space?
What's with the art style though?
Basically,
Holy.
including you. All right, you're a bounty hunter now. You gotta help me rescue my friends. They're Gatlians, just like me.
I don't like the art style though.
The guns talk to you.
Hey, why are you squeezing me so?
Oh, did you just say from the creators of Rick and Morty?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, I thought it was a Rick and Morty game. I was like, why did they? If this is supposed to be Rick and Morty, why is the art style like not at all cartoony?
Don't worry, it's easy to make more.
The art direction though is like super Rick and Morty.
Mhm.
Oh.
Hey there, I'm knifey. Stab, stab. Yeah, more. I need more stabbing.
Oh,
I did play the Rick and Morty VR game and it was pretty solid, well written. It was very funny.
Everyone,
Angry Care Bears.
I was about to say I felt like I was high when I was watching that. So appropriate name.
I didn't come into the stream high, but I am now.
Yeah, high on life. That should be pretty interesting.
Well, okay. Well, now I can.
Yeah, and Game Pass too. Yeah, that's the perfect kind of game to have on Game Pass because it's like, this might be good. It might be horrible.
Take a chance, yeah.
Yeah. It's such a low barrier for entry. It's just like,
Welcome
might as
to
well
the
download it and give it a
Bethesda
shot.
Game Showcase. Today, we're doing something we've never done before. For the first time ever, our entire show is focused on games you can play over the next 12 months. You're going to see more gameplay than we've ever had in a show. Industry-defining racing experiences, gripping narratives, compelling strategy titles, and my favorite, the most anticipated open world RPG of the last 20 years. All playable in the year ahead.
Fucking what?
What? Then what could it be?
I mean, I think they're talking about Starfield, but it's like, easy there, Sarah. That's
PC or on the go with Xbox.
Why 20? Why not
Play with
30?
who you want, where you want, and when you want. Today,
Were
we're
there
going to show
games
you
in the
more than
90s
30
that were
titles
more
that are coming to
anticipated?
Game Pass, and that is on top of the hundreds of titles coming to members over the next year. Our next announcement shows that the benefits of Game Pass go well beyond the console. We are thrilled to be working with an iconic team that has built some of the most played, most watched franchises.
She looks like she's
in
wearing the second
entire
evolution
world.
of a denim jacket
And now,
Pokemon.
All Game Pass members will be able to unlock the benefits for these incredible games on PC and mobile.
Ooh.
Lost me at mobile.
She's going to be the female best genius.
Players have created a thriving culture of competition and creativity around our games. From clutch plays with friends,
I like hate and love Riot games. Such a weird relationship.
Our community has continually taken Riot games.
People in the 1800s were excited about Starfield, so somebody in the chat that's
the community into that world. We're bringing our biggest PC and mobile games to Game Pass. Subscribers will unlock every champion on League and Wild Rift.
Holy fuck!
Wow. Cards in Legends of Runeterra and Little Legends in Teamfight Tactics.
Oh, that's pretty solid.
Thank you for coming on this journey with us.
All League of Legends champions?
Yeah, that's
They're
what it
like
looks like.
$10 a pop, and there's like hundreds of them. I don't even I'm not really even super into League, but that's good. Valorant's awesome though. Like,
Valorant's a good get.
This looks like it's Valorant by the art style, but I just hate that they're owned by Tencent. They're an American company.
I hate that too.
Yeah, I know. That's like I said. It's really hard to stay consistent if you want to go full blown, absolutely boycott everything Tencent does because they own a little bit of the entire industry.
Yep.
You pretty much have to be like, okay, I'm gonna play 3 indie developers games.
KDA.
I know.
This is in the music you're hearing is the K-pop band KDA.
Yeah.
It's a group of League of Legends characters that they have actually formed a K-pop band who have multiple very high quality music videos.
Yeah,
X-Ray Girl has their chair.
Oh, did she really? Yeah, I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pull from actual real K-pop groups, and they have a couple people who are not Korean in the group as well.
Mm-hmm.
They have my favorite League of Legends waifu too, Ari, the Fox girl.
Every company that's in China has CCP influence.
Yeah,
it's
it is impossible to have a private Chinese company.
Yep. I think once you have more than 100 people in your company, you have to have a CCP, basically commissar in your company.
Yeah. But what's really wild is Riot's in San Francisco, I think.
I know.
They're just owned by Tencent, which is man, guys, come on.
Hey, swap screen. See if this one's a bit less choppy.
Okay.
This is a bit out of sync on my end.
Do you have it up? Yep.
That's KDA.
Is that better?
We'll see on their end. I think it might be just StreamYard that's having an issue pushing it out. Because on our end, it didn't look bad when we're watching it here. So if it is, it might be StreamYard, but let us know.
Honestly, that makes me want to fire up Valorant again and play around with the new champions.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's way better.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, leave with the dub.
I liked Valorant at launch. I actually played a shitload of it.
For Hugo.
Oh, Plague Tale. Nice. Plague Tale Innocence was the game that was the subject of the second video I ever made.
Awesome.
The macula's not just in Hugo's blood. It concerns everybody.
Good game. If I don't know that I would pay full price for it, but now that it's cheap and I think it's on Game Pass, you should play Plague Tale Innocence. It's good stuff.
Remember, no more killing soldiers. No more killing us.
Oh, that kind of sucks. Her little brother there by the end of the second game gains a pretty interesting power, so if he's making a conscious effort not to kill people, that sort of sucks. It's like, oh man, I was kind of hoping to be murdering people as Hugo in the next game.
You're only making it worse. Amicia, don't. I'm tired of being afraid. I'll show them that it's over.
Finally. Let's kidnap a kid.
See, they're nothing.
It's her little brother.
Mm-hmm.
You are not them.
But yeah, the rats are an interesting element to the gameplay. You can use them for puzzle solving and stuff, and make it so that guards who are pursuing you get eaten by them. It's pretty awesome. Story's good too.
So that's a superpower. He controls the rats.
Like, I don't want to spoil the first game, but like there is an element of superpower to Hugo. I will say that much.
Cool.
There's a reason the Inquisitor people are looking for him, and it's a lot better than the current television show that involves Inquisitors looking for a child.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Here's Forza.
Yeah, there you go. Like I said, the
Motorsport 8.
Yep.
Might want to mute it.
Yeah, that's true. We gotta mute this one.
Like that's what I was saying
that's
about
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. It's like,
yeah. It'll have to be you, Lethal. I got it. So sucks when they do that.
Yeah. But yeah, so this will be a simulation racing game. So if you like the Forza Horizon games, everybody, this is probably not going to be your thing. But if you like Gran Turismo and weren't into the Horizon games, don't write Motorsport off, because it's the one that's going for ultra realistic car simulation.
I really liked the Formula One games. They were fun, but they were like super like intense. Like you put it on like endurance mode, and you have to spend like 30 minutes doing like one race, and you just blink once and you put the car into the wall, and you got to do the whole thing again.
I've got 2 puppies sleeping. Oh wait, Bobo woke up.
It's gonna be on Steam as well.
Yeah.
Everything's on Steam now.
Every Microsoft game launches on Steam day one. Sadly, you can't use Game Pass through Steam, though. You have to, if you want to play on Steam, you have to buy the Steam version, even if you have Game Pass.
Think we could put the volume back on now?
Yeah, we're likely good.
Is the most tech-advanced racing game ever made.
That was going to be my joke. I think that we could leave it muted, because I'm willing to bet they're like, we're bringing to bring you the most realistic racing game ever made.
This track has been a fan favorite since the original Motorsport
launch. Like, honestly, they copy and paste the
2005.
scripts for these things.
For the first
the
time in
stage
Forza
pattern.
Motorsport, fully dynamic time of day brings Maple Valley to life in stunning detail. What you are seeing is an in-engine gameplay demo.
I mean,
presented
damn,
using
that's so
a
realistic.
single
I'm just
camera
not gonna go
with no
see,
cuts.
not gonna go on vacation to see the Leafs turn. I'm just gonna play this game.
I
Crash
would joke,
it!
but that might be the actual reason I don't travel all that much. It's like, I don't know. I see.
I mean,
stuff
like
all the
visually,
time.
these games look amazing, but
Yeah, they do.
Driving experience. This includes
Very
a
niche.
48 times improvement in the fidelity of our physics simulation.
And that's
Fucking
the
random.
stuff that the gearheads want to hear. Things
Look
like
at
physics
advanced time of
simulation.
day
thing.
here, and look at the world details.
The time of day, I don't think people. I honestly don't think fans of this type of game are going to give a shit about time of day changes. Like real
Well, I mean, there's a lot of like night races and things like that too, and 24-hour races. So cool
oh
to see
yes, yeah,
that.
for the 24-hour races, that would make some sense.
Bring a new level of realism to the track.
But I mean, like, does it really matter if it's real time versus at certain points in the race they say, okay, morning, and they're like, okay, let's switch to noon.
Beautiful fall colors.
Okay, let's switch to afternoon, switch to sunset, switch
grass,
to night.
rocks,
Whereas real time,
green
it's like you can
vegetation,
actually see the
skies
shadows
and
moving
clouds.
and stuff.
They all demonstrate a generational leap in beauty and detail. Let's advance time again. You are looking at our all-new dynamic time of day. This is a fundamental system to the new Forza Motorsport.
Yeah, I don't think this is anyone impressed by this? Like in the chat, even it's like, okay, yeah,
No,
time
I
day
see
changes. It's not.
I mean, it looks
Lots of games do that.
But I don't think people that are going to play this game are going to enjoy that much.
Yeah, like that's the thing. People who already play this type of sim racer aren't going to care, and people who would prefer a more fun racing game with cool graphics and stuff, or just play Horizon.
Changes in the time of day also change ambient temperatures. Which
Ooh, let's see, that makes a difference.
Is it wrong that I only like racing games that I can do stupid things that I can't do in reality? And
I mean,
crashing and
no,
stuff.
No,
there's
that's
different
not.
games for
Like,
everybody.
that's totally valid. Like it's like the difference between saying do you like Quake and Call of Duty and games like that, or stuff like Arma.
Yep.
Multiple power compounds. And
Now, this is
in-depth
the cool shit. If you're into these games, this is the cool
create
shit.
the ultimate racing playset.
Fuel management, tires, and all that
Advanced
stuff.
materials and shaders, paired with ray tracing, bring out incredible detail in the gold heat wrap, anodized aluminum, and carbon fiber. Engine bays with their complex self-reflection.
I wonder if there's a lot of crossover with gearheads and gaming.
Oh yeah, man.
Maybe, but I don't know that they care about like
Is a
what the
racing
ray
reality.
tracing's doing to the reflection off the chrome of an engine.
In
Right?
Forza Motorsport, car damage is reproduced down to the individual scratches on the bodywork.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
You can see here some of the new details in the directionality of damage, how the paint peels away at exposed and raised edges, in the wheel abrasions, and even in the dirt buildup.
Am I going to see bugs on the windshield?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Series
The pain in the butt.
consoles. Ray tracing makes everything feel more connected.
I mean, you can see how dirty the
Cars
hood is there.
reflecting onto other cars. Cars reflect in their own mirrors, bodywork, brake rotors, and wings. Things just feel more natural, more real.
Yeah, sure, but we're seeing it in 1080p with like a shitty
that the
bit rate
accuracy
on
of our
streams. So
the
that's the
beauty
problem
of
with
our
trying to
cars
show
and
off these things. Like, this is
Our
the
new
reason you should buy
dynamic
this
time of
game.
day,
Look at that reflection.
Advanced car damage,
You're seeing it at like
and real-time
360p.
ray
It's like,
tracing on track lead to a generational leap in immersion. This is the all-new Forza Motorsport.
See, I think like what they should have done, if they're going to down this route, and they're not actually going to show a whole lot of racing. Like, yeah, you got weather, cool. Fucking
Yeah.
Every game's got weather in them. You should have focused more on like, okay, like what type of tracks do you have? What type of racing do you have?
kind
Like,
of
is there, like, a
settings can you
progression of
change on
some
your car?
kind?
Yellow Flash in the chat says these are all shots of the new Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the deal. It's Forza Motorsport is Xbox Gran Turismo. They even share a lot of the same tracks because they both use real world tracks.
Yep. It's the right flyer here.
That's probably something for Flight Simulator.
Flight Simulator. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep. Ooh, classic planes.
Spirit of St. Louis.
Yep.
Show the Enola Gay.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
oh man, Flight Simulator is not fucking around this year.
Yeah.
With the new ray tracing that we're implementing, when you drop that atomic bomb on Hiroshima, you are really going to feel immersed in a way that's never been possible in gaming before this.
Oh man.
There used to be can't remember if it was PlayStation 2. Yeah, I think it was PlayStation 2. What was it called?
Yeah, I'm with the chat here. It would be. I would love to see a return of Microsoft Combat Flight Simulator because that
That's
was
the
a
one
lot
I
of
was
fun.
thinking of. Was
Yeah.
that on? No, it would have been on Xbox 360.
I love that.
that
You
was
did
fun as
the
fuck.
Pacific campaign. You had to land on carriers and stuff like that, go on torpedo bombing.
They were
runs.
dropping the ball right now to not have Top Gun DLC locked and loaded. For
I think
this.
they were going to have the F-18 for DLC already, but it came out months ago because the movie got delayed. So I think they have the F-18 DLC already, if I'm not mistaken.
Should have really milked it. Like,
I know.
when we're seeing Flight Simulator at this E3, basically E3. We should have heard Kenny Loggins.
What? The Pelicans coming to Flight Simulator?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
That's cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to unlock the Warthog in Forza Horizon.
I love the Warthog in Horizon. Man, look at that. The cockpit looks great.
If you don't have to pay for it, I'll fire up Flight Simulator on Game Pass and fly the Pelican.
That's how it can go into space.
That's
what I mean.
Cool.
Like, this is what they should have led with.
Yep. Free add-on. There you go.
I think
Gonna
this
have
is
to
the
try
first
that.
time I've seen this chat happy.
Yeah, there you go. The chat. Okay,
That's the thing, it's
they're
not
building
hard.
up. Xbox is building up. Okay, at least we don't have to deal with Jeff Keighley, so we're good. Ooh,
I think
Blizzard.
the
That's
loudest I
right.
spoke. Did I like destroy everyone's ears right now? Again, I'm still getting a feel for this new mic. That was okay though. Like no one.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh no, you sound fine. Overwatch 2.
I played the beta. It was Overwatch 1.12.
Before me, I see the future.
For the first time ever, all of the Overwatch porn is coming to Game Pass.
Touch you.
Even the best journeys end. But a new one.
The chat is hating, but I never really played Overwatch, but I bet like 50% of you in the chat put like $1,000 into it.
I played a lot of Overwatch.
Yeah.
But you know, like it gets kind of old after a while.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
We played it like
I gave it
right in
another
the
chance.
beginning.
When
Yeah,
they
we
dropped
tried
the
it out,
beta,
but-
and it just,
Punch is all I need.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
Oh, is this just normal Overwatch is free to play? This isn't Overwatch 2?
the beta is out, and the beta's for free, and it's like staying for free up until the game actually drops.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually not a terrible idea. Because I mean, I think if you spent months playing the beta of a game and making progress and stuff, and then it was like, okay, now that the game's out, you can't play anymore unless you buy it. I would probably buy it if I liked the game.
I didn't think much of the beta. I seriously thought it was just the same shit.
Yeah.
I was
Just
gonna
some
say,
slight changes.
Yeah, nothing. Like if you told me this
same.
was
Yeah.
Overwatch 1, I'd believe you.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's one of those games that almost doesn't need a sequel. You just keep
keep
adding
playing.
DLC or skins and stuff, and update the engine as time goes on.
Yeah, well, I know they wanted to add a campaign, but
Yeah.
I mean, you could just sell Overwatch campaign as $30 DLC.
Yeah,
A lot of people
and maybe
buy it.
make it standalone.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's Mad Maggie from Apex.
No Wastelander has ever made it to the reckoning before.
It's even been a while since I played Apex.
What the fuck? They just ripped off Mad Maggie from Apex.
She does look a lot like Mad Maggie.
Free for all, with zero rules.
Is it?
This feels like Borderlands. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was
I
about
was
to
like,
say,
this feels
I
like
was like,
Borderlands.
now-
But it's not.
Even the intros of the characters are like
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Yep.
King Howell has never lost. Not in 13 years of rule.
So this is no longer Overwatch now, though.
I
No,
think
this
it's
is
just
just their
gone.
intro.
So is this Borderlands stuff? Is it like?
No,
No, it's not
This is a new
Borderlands.
Overwatch character.
Yeah.
Oh, so we are still in Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
this
the
is a new
Overwatch-
character.
Fair fight.
I was about to say,
Okay, that
was
was-
it me or was the art style kind of different?
It felt
it
different. I
did
thought we
feel
had moved on
different.
to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's something like she looked like she kind of fit in Overwatch, but once they cut to other characters, I'm like, oh wait a sec,
It was weird.
What actually are we watching here?
Ooh, Xbox Game Studios. First party.
Oxide. Well,
Turn-based.
present means they're
Yeah.
publishing.
Yeah, I know.
Turn-based strategy.
History is
Oxide
Revolution.
Revolution. Are these? Oh, it's Shorash from Blue. She's got the most recognizable voice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's her face from
Avasarla.
Yeah, Avasarla.
You were its architect.
She's in Arcane also. And,
Yep.
but I knew her from season 4 of 24. She was.
Yep.
Yeah,
she was the mom.
The mom of the terrorist kid.
Yep.
I wonder how many packs of cigs she smokes a day.
All of them. Yep.
You want a treat though? Google what she looked like in the 70s.
Oh, I think she's very good looking.
She is a good looking lady.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
Mhm.
it's like, oh yeah.
You can tell. Yeah, you can tell.
Got good bone structure.
History is filled with moments of greatness. But these will be yours.
All right, history untold.
I mean, a 4X game by the look of it. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
what it looks like.
They've, you know,
Mhm.
like a lot of those are pretty decent. Not really my genre, but you know, they've got their place.
Something.
There we go.
It's good to be here, celebrating what's going to be our
Hey,
biggest year
Heat.
yet.
I want to know who
That
dresses
includes a
these
few of the
people.
projects
I just
being
feel like it's all like
developed
very
across
fake
Bethesda's
looking.
Yeah.
Starting with Redfall.
Well,
I don't
part of
really
it's
know
that
what's that.
they're just in a big
earlier in
green
the show.
room.
Mhm.
Redfall is from the studio that brought us Dishonored and Prey. It's got so much of Arcane's DNA.
Notice they
coursing
didn't
through
say
its veins.
Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Compelling
No.
heroes, open world campaign, deep customization. Solo or with friends, we can't wait for you to play Redfall when it releases early next year. If you're looking for something to sink your teeth into right now, we've got the Elder Scrolls Online, where you can adventure alongside.
You notice
one
though
of the
that they
biggest
didn't
and
show the
most welcoming
protagonists during the
communities
trailer
in-game.
for Redfall.
This year's ZeniMax
The, like,
Online Studios is
cringe
taking you
Zoomer looking
somewhere
people. They
you've
just showed
never
them
been
there.
explored in any Elder Scrolls game. The Elder Scrolls Online High Isle comes to Xbox next week.
Do
I
you
still
need
need
to
to
show
play
a
High
trailer
Isle.
for ESO stuff at
For
this point, though? At these things,
the
Like,
Brethren
aren't all the
elite
ESO
live in
players
safety.
that you're gonna get already playing it?
I don't
They
know.
keep making content. I'm not saying abandon
Yeah.
it, but just like saying, if you just said, yeah, and High Isle comes out next week, would that not have been enough? Or-
Mhm.
And whispers of a sinister plot stoke the flames of war.
Yeah, I still need to play this.
Yeah, has anybody played it? I mean, it has a lot of content, so
Even
I
better,
was
let
gonna
us know
get
in the
it.
chat
Yeah.
if this trailer sells you on it.
yeah. I mean, does anybody play ESO? Are you excited about this expansion?
I play ESO.
Yeah. How do you like it?
ESO in general or this?
I guess in general, and how
In
it's
general,
evolved. Like,
yeah.
how is it? How's the state of it now, or I guess more recently, is it held up?
Oh
Or?
no, it's great. Like it's if you want to play like an MMO, especially if like you're a fan of MMOs
Fallout
and like
turns 25
I
this
guess
year.
Skyrim.
As we celebrate
That
the
would be like
legacy of
the
this storied
perfect-
franchise,
Siobhan.
Bethesda
Fallout.
Game Studios takes Fallout 76 players
76.
out of Appalachia and returns.
Hey,
to
I
a
saw
beloved
Power
location.
Armor and decided I
Expeditions
should
to
probably
Pit
make
is
you
coming
aware
this
of it.
September.
'Cause
Back off.
the pit wasn't the pit in Fallout 3?
Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in 3. It was
Mhm.
Pittsburgh.
DLC.
Yep.
We need your help. Anyone, anywhere. If you're receiving this and you're brave enough, come join us at the pit.
Your rivals.
I'm just curious about how the pit like in 76 is going to fit in at 3 since there's like such a huge gap.
Yeah, isn't it like a
between the
couple
two.
hundred years or something? Or
Yeah.
150 years?
So I don't know if like maybe this is like the beginning
Mm-hmm.
or
Might have to. Well, this is an old song. I don't know if this is copyrighted, but
You might be okay.
mhm.
Sounds like a remake though.
It's also like kind of echoey and like. I don't know. Maybe debatable.
Just in case.
Yeah, I'll mute it for now, just in case. I mean, it looks pretty good. If you guys have said that Fallout 76 is a lot better, and we do have Series X consoles, we'll give it
I'll
a
give it
shot.
another go.
Mhm.
yeah.
If
It was
you like
rough.
Fallout, I would say.
Yeah, I
Forever.
would
I remember
say.
actually Dave Oshry, the guy who runs New Blood, he started getting into
Yep.
it and was like, yeah, it's like I kind of want to keep Fallout 76 a secret. No one play it because we want to keep our secret endless 3D Fallout. Don't tell anyone it got good.
The absolute state of Bethesda,
Bethesda
where
Game
you've got to
Studios
use a
has been
DLC
busy,
from Fallout
and
3 to make
not
it a
just with
DLC
Fallout
again in your
76.
shitty
After
76.
defining the role-playing genre with hits like Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3,
glad
and
that they
Fallout
said
4,
Morrowind and
they're
Oblivion
going even
exist.
bigger with Starfield. Later in the show, my good friend Todd Howard will be here to
Told you Todd would do it. Told you.
epic RPG.
That's what we've been waiting for.
It was too big.
Toddy
It was
boy.
too big for Todd to step away from this.
It's okay. JoJo's not having it though.
Go away, Forza.
Oh, Playground Games. Might we see anything from Fable?
People would love to see Fable, but is this the crazy DLC for Horizon 5
Probably,
now?
yeah.
I
That's
saw some,
also
yeah,
Playground
some
Games.
crazy-
Oh, there you go. Hot Wheels again.
Yeah, Hot Wheels I think was a better idea than the Lego one.
Yeah.
And the Hot Wheels DLC for Horizon 3 was
It was
really
awesome.
good.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Blew my nephew's mind. He was like 3.
Oh, I can imagine.
And pretty much every birthday and Christmas, I get him some description of Hot Wheels track. It's, his parents are still on the we can't let him have video games yet. So I gotta not buy him games, but he does enjoy Hot Wheels.
Let's see. This music is probably licensed at some point too. Sorry, everybody, that we got to keep muting it here.
Mark,
but
remind me to. I'll send you an
YouTube
article
is-
I found from a psychology journal that says that video games increases children's are linked to increasing children's IQ, so they'll let him play.
That's that's what I've been trying to tell them. I was like it's saying to my sister, I almost gave out her name, but I was like, I honestly think if you tried playing some of the games which I play, you'd be like, oh, you actually have to think really hard in order to get through these.
Yep.
Sound?
It
My
should
dad
have
told
some.
stories of a terrible war that happened across the sky. Heroes fought and died to give us a chance to start over.
Oh, is this
How
Ark?
did I know from their Earth
Maybe.
the creatures they sent along with us?
Might we see Vin
Here
Diesel
on
again?
Rot, every day is a fight to survive.
JoJo.
Yeah. Fucking wrecked.
Yeah, new Turok.
But if anyone can tame this new world,
Oh, there you go. It's Vin Diesel.
Like, let's be realistic, Vin Diesel. You don't look like that
It's
anymore.
all about family.
Yep. Family.
Breath about family.
Anybody play Ark? I haven't.
Nah. I did quite enjoy the Chronicles of Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay though.
Oh, Butcher Bay, yeah. I always love that. I always say, want to live, get a shiv.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good game. I would have liked to have seen more in that series.
I think I didn't play Dark Athena. That was the sequel that they released. I probably should have though. Maybe they would have kept making them.
Yeah.
Oh, this is that fucking HR Geiger one, eh? This
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
Oof, man, that's weird.
Yeah, that's cool.
We saw this at the announcement of the Series X. Or
Yeah, they did show it off.
Yeah, HR Geiger, baby.
It looks
I don't
very
think it's-
impressive
I don't think it's
visually.
actually Geiger. I think it's just Geiger inspired.
Well, it's Geiger,
Geiger,
can't be.
yeah.
He's dead,
Yeah.
but it's inspired by his art. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, this game's been in development for a long time, but JoJo is not having it.
I keep thinking you're
Okay.
calling me.
Yeah, I know. Because Joe
Joe
goes by JoJo sometimes.
I
too.
love
Sorry.
it. I love it visually, but you got to show me what the actual game is.
Yeah.
I do have an old alpha gameplay of it. It looked survival horror-ish.
Emerged from the great below. We saw them as saviors.
A44.
Instead, they unleashed a pestilence on our world. No one yet knows if you can kill a god. I, for one, intend to find out.
Interesting.
It's a bit generic.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing about the combat is jumping out to me as, oh, that looks pretty interesting.
Looks like older Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
in my head, I was thinking the same thing.
Kind of seems like at best Assassin's Creed more so than I think the Devil May Cry that they're sort of going for.
That has got to be the weirdest slide animation I've seen in a while.
Just got that little fennec fox thing.
And then let's say they had even if it was generic gameplay, like the story doesn't seem like they've.
We have to find out more.
Yeah.
There's a story?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They haven't told us anything, and it just doesn't look interesting
I'm
at
kind
all.
of rooting for the crab scorpion.
And Yellow Flash in the chat says it's got a woman POC as the lead, so watch it.
Yellow Flash, you'll be the first one. He's already pre-ordered.
It's revolutionary because of the POC woman. Of course. And then she's got a fox with chicken feet.
Yeah, fox, chicken, rat, cat.
Fennec, fennec thing. Yeah, it's a fennec with feather tail.
What do you think about that, baby Rocky? I completely agree.
Minecraft.
Mahjong,
Yep. Mojang.
Ooh, they actually made something else.
Still waiting for Minecart. It's right there.
Oh, it might be Dungeons.
They are the dreams we weave into our shared story.
Yeah, I think this is Minecraft.
Some
Dungeons.
legends tell of peace.
Didn't
Clash
that
of
already
Clans.
come out?
The beauty of simplicity.
Clash of Clans 2.
Didn't Dungeons come out like 2 years ago? Or
Yeah,
is
but
it
they
like-
still put out stuff for it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Some tell of danger. And the end of all
So,
things.
I've never played Minecraft in my life.
I've barely played. Again, I've got people I know people who've sunk like more than 1,000 hours into it, but I've never really gotten into it.
Our legends of hope.
I've sunk an obscene amount of time into it.
Yeah.
And of bravery. And
I mean, it just gives you a lot of freedom, so I definitely understand the appeal of it.
I'm afraid to start.
Yeah, I know.
You know how I am.
I know how you are. Yeah, you'd probably go crazy.
It's pretty fun though. Minecraft Dungeons is really fun too.
Overworld. United by you.
There you go. Nick in the chat says playing it right now. I've been playing since 2010.
Wow.
There you go.
Non-stop. He's not
turned
done
it
this
off
whole
since
time. He
then?
gave up his job. He's still playing it.
Yeah, this doesn't look like Dungeons. Looks a little different.
Legends.
Like a Zelda type game?
A new action strategy game. I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably get
Action
it.
strategy?
Play it day one with Game Pass. I'll play that.
Yeah,
I'll play
why not?
that. Yeah. Won't see me ever again.
I'll see you just be in the corner over there in the screen underneath a blanket. Every once in a while, you ask for like an energy drink.
Console launch exclusive.
So that means PC it can come out, but it'll only be on Xbox first.
When you first arrived, you made quite the entrance.
Outer Worlds 2? No, definitely not. Titanfall 3!
Not right.
Oh god, it's a tractor or something.
Yeah, Jeremy's missing Titanfall 3.
Yeah.
You wanted to make a new life for yourself.
It's just No Man's Sky. That's all it is.
Nah, Titanfall 3. This game looks lit.
It really does look like it's just No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky with like a more rustic appeal,
Yeah.
combined with
farming.
Yeah, your favorite game of all time. Joe.
More of a focus on settling than surviving.
Mech farming.
This is the prequel. No, this would be the prequel to Titanfall. So it was peaceful, and then the IMC showed up and started trying to take all the farmer stuff.
And then they used
to convert their tractor mechs into actual mechs.
Lightyear Frontier.
Together.
BT settled the first farm.
There you go, Farming Simulator 2159.
You know how much I love Farming Simulator.
I know.
What's the name of that game that I played?
Stardew.
Stardew, yeah.
What the fuck even was that?
Yeah, X-Ray Girl put an absurd amount of time.
Oh God, Joe put hundreds of hours into Stardew.
I don't even want to tell you.
I mean, on the Switch at night, it's like so easy to just play it, just get into it.
All right, I'm sold. It has cats.
Yeah, it has cats.
I feel like I've played this game before. Gunfire Reborn. What do I feel like I've? Is this a remake?
Or is it just so generic concept that it's?
I don't know, but it was the actual title though that was somewhere. I'm not really recognizing it as a shooter, but
I've never seen anything like this.
So one thing that
doesn't
I'm
look
definitely
spectacular.
preferring about this one to the Games Fest thing is the fact they don't bring the fucking Stooges on afterwards and get them to
Gunfire Reborn.
I mean, they did a little for Forza, but it's definitely not as prevalent. And it's not like, here's a voice actor who's in the game. Yeah, actually, you know, I love working with all these people because it really shows you that artists coming together and doing something that's really going to make a difference just makes my soul feel warm. And I think that being here with all these people makes me just think, wow, man, people really love this. And it's like, oh, come on, just show us
Show us the game.
No way, like you've said so many words to say nothing at all.
Yeah,
that game looks like
people to shut the fuck up more in my life.
Yep.
And a game looks like those like $2 games that I get on the Switch.
Yeah, it does look like that. Yeah.
It's on sale. Let me try it.
Anyone here? I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, this kind of looks like.
Since I found the first piece, there must be more.
What's the name of the game? Oh wait, no, maybe
Kind of like
until
Dark.
the combat started.
That's him.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, no, there's combat. It's not. But out of this world, another world. Yeah. Oh, it's a Metroidvania.
Yeah, it's a Metroidvania with like a Lovecraftian vibe.
Yeah. Okay. This could be good.
Yeah.
I like
being chased by tentacle monsters.
You know, I really don't care for 3D or like 2.5D like Metroidvanias. They just don't feel great.
You didn't like
you didn't like the newest Metroid?
Bloodstain. No, I love Bloodstain.
Yeah, because I'd say Bloodstain and Metroid Dread are the two that I think really made that art style work.
But everything, a lot of the other ones that I've played, it just didn't feel right. I don't know. It was just something about it.
Yeah, usually they kind of need like a stylistic flair.
Fuck!
There you go. You guys spoke too soon.
Tell you more about Interior Night's first original creation, As Dusk Falls. It started with the desire to create a deep interactive experience all levels of players can enjoy together. Because stories are brilliant, universal tools that help us understand the heartbreaking beauty of life.
It sounds like they got the person who works at the studio who is not good at public speaking or English.
Resilience
Yep.
and sacrifice.
Relax.
Written like a prestige TV show with a unique motion graphic novel style that triggers the imagination. This is an interactive story powered by video games that gives you agency over the lives of far from perfect human beings. This is a thought-provoking experience you can play with people you love, discover insights about each other, and create shared memories.
Oh my.
I'd rather play it with people I hate.
I was gonna say, you can only play with people you love.
Leave a
So.
mark with everyone who plays it.
Haven't they shown this game like multiple times?
I don't know. I haven't seen it before, but
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game because of the style.
For
It's
most
like
people,
a Scanner Darkly kind of
Scanner. Yeah.
Rotoscoped.
Yep.
Wasn't taking the scenic route your idea?
Because isn't this the one that has like a bunch of people
Yellow
like,
Flash is throwing the shade at you, Lethal.
Oh, he would never do that.
Oh man.
What's he saying?
He's saying that was your type of woman. That's why you were quiet.
long time.
Yeah, she kind of looks like you.
We've been in the wrong place forever.
Sometimes
Johnny, if Metroidvania ain't Metroid, pass.
Well, that's false. you're throwing a lot of really good games under the bus if that's your
it's okay.
line.
Even those of us who made it out alive.
This is so fucking shit.
Yeah. Like, is there anyone in the world who thinks that this style is better than just having video game graphics?
Well, and I don't like the intermixing of the like frame by frame stop motion with actual fluid motion of like the vehicles and the environment.
Yeah,
it doesn't work for me. It's like choose one or the other.
Three fellas in a blue pickup, have you?
Nope. Been here all day.
How you liking the desert dream?
Oh, can't complain.
This is one of those like you make decisions.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Shows all the trees.
Yeah, no.
Hard pass.
Man, it's like this looks like it looks like a Quantic Dream game with none of the production value. Like,
It's 3:30 in the fucking morning, and this
Up
is
to
what I'm
8
watching.
players.
Good luck getting 8 people to want to play this game.
I was gonna say.
It's probably only going to be 8 people.
Yeah. Yep. You're gonna play with the
Including
rest
the
of them. 8 people who won't be your friends soon after.
But remember, you got to play with only people you love.
Yeah. They won't love you too much after that.
Is this the shit? What's the name of it? It's on
10 million
Steam.
Lost Ark?
No.
Oh, Battle Royale? No.
No, yeah. This is
The Naranka Blade Point. Oh shit! I said it as it was coming up on.
That looks cool.
I kind of wanted to try it.
It does look pretty good.
But it's a battle royale, so like.
Yeah.
I feel
Thomas
different.
Fenton for $5 says, they just look like they just took garbage photos of the trashy studio personnel and then decided to mix in this garbage AMC level trash fire.
Yep.
I mean, I like the style. I like the style of that game because, like I said, it reminds me of a Scanner Darkly, and how they did that whole film was really unique. I enjoyed that.
But they actually rotoscoped every frame of a movie. This looks like they were just taking a bunch of pictures, putting them through a filter, and then kind of animating one frame every 3 seconds or so.
Yeah.
It was a bit strange.
If that was
Scattered
a VR,
Darkly
I'd
had
be
a
interested.
cool look.
Yeah.
Everything about that looked cool, but you lost me at VR.
Oh, new campaign mode. There you go.
Oh.
Ooh, Game Pass.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, and it comes out in like a week or a week and a half. A world premiere.
It's gonna be butt.
I'm not not feeling too good about this so far.
Hey, didn't we see them do this trailer before?
Yeah, I feel like I have seen this game before.
Yeah.
I feel like there are just a lot of games that look like this.
Is the world premiere this specific trailer? No, like this was at Summer Games Fest, wasn't it? The sheep? Was it sheep farming?
I don't know.
Or in that what's it called? The Double Fine show with the indie games that all looked kind of underwhelming.
The chat is not feeling this at all.
There were a lot of Z's in there.
Obsidian, really?
They maybe should have.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like,
Obsidian.
Wow. Did not
But
expect
even
this to be
still,
Obsidian's
this
next set.
doesn't look like their best work.
Mhm.
Although I guess I don't know. I guess style wise, it's not too different from South Park Stick of Truth. That was them.
Mm-hmm.
Like a side-scrolling RPG.
Thomas Fenton with $2 says, "Oh man, Farmville Black Death version, can't wait."
Yeah.
What?
Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky fruit flavor?
I'm sold.
Introducing apricot. Stop by. Make sure you get your Billy Hog hot.
Moist and meaty.
Special breaking report. More local teenagers have gone missing. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of missing.
Oh, okay, grounded.
Yeah.
Quiet town.
They're adding more to it.
If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department.
Hello, micro friends. Great news.
Well, of the Obsidian projects that are in the can, they've shown not the ones that I'm super looking forward to.
Mhm.
Although I don't know, Grounded looks kind of cool, but
Yeah,
I
I've
just
heard-
don't know if it's my kind of thing.
I've had a lot of people play it. They say it's fun if you're into it. The Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the game, basically.
And treacherous wastelands.
It Takes Two is kind of that also.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, my memory.
They don't put their best foot forward in these events, do they?
It doesn't seem like it, but hopefully they'll end strong.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's the reason I think that putting all these things out at like a big event that's supposed to be like your marquee showpiece is not a good idea. You should just release trailers throughout the year.
Mhm.
You want to do a big gameplay deep dive on Starfield? Have that be the event. People will tune in for that, man.
Where's the Rock's product placement?
Yeah, you notice that's one thing. When you've got Microsoft money and no Jeff Keighley, there's a lot less really cringe product placement.
It's true. Oh, there we go. It's coming out of beta finally. Lethal's like, I'm not feeling it, man. He's like, what the hell?
He's lying. He's most excited for that game.
I'm speechless.
You're gonna play with Blabs and Mods all the time. You know it.
Why would you say such terrible things?
It's inevitable, man. Baby Robot. I've never heard of that studio.
Rob Fury. Rob Fury's done some good stuff.
They search for someone who does not exist.
Well, they better fucking cut someone's head off or something, man, 'cause I'm getting bored.
I mean, yeah. Those look like the IMC robots.
This is looking all right so far.
Lost. Until now. Now they have
Thomas
awakened.
Fenton with another 2. Jeff Kill Me is like cancer. Unwanted in cringe.exe. Oh, man.
But I am not their hope. I am their reckoning.
I have your reckoning.
Hey, man, I like ninja games.
Oh.
I guess she's got to stay in the shadows and she can go in that shadow form.
Yeah, it's like that the game where you're the little frog, but this
Yeah,
seems
you
like
took
it's
the-
more up my alley. Like,
Yeah, that's the better version of that concept.
The frog one, I'm like, it's not bad, but I don't know.
It's a lie.
Erebon, hadn't heard of that.
Hmm.
I'll keep an eye on it. And again, Game Pass. Maybe I'll try it then.
Yep.
Probably State of Decay, I'm guessing.
I speak now
By the art style.
to
at least.
those who heed a darker call.
Oh, or maybe not. Oh, Diablo?
Are they
That
gonna
looks like
do
a
Diablo?
Necromancer.
Cross the line of
Diablo 2 on Game Pass, maybe?
deeper knowledge. Oh, follow an unquenchable yearning, born of blood and
Thomas Fitton for another 2. Man, this Life is Strange DLC is looking trippy as F.
Yeah. Life is Strange went all out for
foulest black rituals, calling forth life from death.
And Yellow Flash, heck yeah, another strong and a strong independent woman.
Fuck yeah.
There you go. You got your beheading.
Wow, I did.
Ask and you shall receive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if only that was true. The things I would say.
The world. You will be shot.
I'm gonna walk around with a skull on my butt. What do you think? It's a good look, right?
That's a good...
Marked as a living sacrifice.
People definitely won't mess with you.
To this profane knowledge. You will be a priest of Rathma. A necromancer. And you will not confront the darkness alone. We are the speakers of the dead. And the dead have no mercy.
Diablo 4.
That was a weird way to show Diablo 4, man. And they just, I guess they're just saying, oh yeah, necromancers are going to be a character class.
Yeah.
That could be.
Yep,
But I'm so after Diablo Immortal, I'm kind of skeptical of 4.
With the CGI
I'm
trailer,
very
though,
excited to
like
announce
you can
our
show
fifth and
gameplay
final
for Diablo
class,
4.
The Necromancer, a commander of the undead who joins the other iconic classes around the campfire in Diablo 4. These include the mighty barbarian, the elemental sorceress, the crafty rogue, and the powerful druid. And you'll want them because the demon Lilith, daughter of hatred, has returned and spreading corruption and evil.
So not Diablo.
Claim our dark gothic world as her own. And it's up to you.
Boss Hog throws 20
Now, Diablo 4
in
is
the super chat
of the
tank
25
for
year
Jeremy.
history of the franchise.
Some gas money for
Building on top of
Jeremy.
the best of what's come before with some, unique twists.
The truck is definitely burning a lot of fuel.
So let's dig a little deeper by watching, for the first time I might add, some Xbox Series X gameplay, while hearing from a few of the many people behind the game.
I'm sorry, Blizzard, but you gave me Diablo 2 back, and now I want nothing else from you.
Yep. Thomas Fitton, another 2 says, nah, was just showing dead fans coming back to Diablo.
RPG, melding.
That's what I mean. Like, start with your gameplay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I know you guys have gameplay in Diablo 4. Like, using a CGI trailer is stupid.
Story and
No, that's definitely not the game. Mark, is your puppy growling?
No,
Diablo 4 is all about.
What is that? Can you hear that?
I don't know.
I hear it in my head.
It takes all of the pillars of Diablo.
It's like a
game
wind
and
sound.
expands them
Yeah.
with all the new features that people really.
Okay, here, everyone mute, and then we'll find
Yeah.
out who it's coming from. One by one, though. Looks like it's Siobhan, though.
Whoever
It
you
went away
see yourself
immediately.
being, you can create.
Okay.
Siobhan, unmute.
Yeah, it
to
is.
include robust character customization because then I can play the fantasy that I want to
I was
play.
blaming it on the dog.
Yeah, man. I calm JoJo down when she starts growling.
Switch her into
Like Rocky
a
gets
playstyle
all
as well.
over her when he's sleepy.
Everything feels very powerful and fun.
One of the really cool things about having an open world is your journey throughout Diablo 4.
There you go.
You don't need an
There's
open
no
world
linear
Diablo. That's the worst
You've got
perspective for
almost
open world.
150
Like it's
dungeons
top
in the game.
down.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of surprises as you're exploring.
Strongholds are an enemy territory that you need to reclaim.
All right. Enemy fortresses and bases.
Hostile area, but after you've cleared it out,
The evil in this place has been cleansed.
Highlander for 250. Okay, I'm bored. Nintendo Direct when?
Fuck's sake, it's bad when even I'm saying do it already.
There's a whole bunch of rewards.
I was watching a video the other
And you
day
have a
where
real impact on the world
that
as a result.
Nintendo Directs have a
You
spoiled.
can't leave us here. They might come back.
Have a what?
both events are really cool little story
They were
segments.
talking
that
about
happen with
Nintendo
the
Directs
other
have a
worlds.
spoiled because
Running through the world
like
and
every
Yeah, I
time
know.
like they have something
choose
really
to
interesting.
participate in it. or get a group.
I'm sure they'll
together
have one
and
soon.
nail on these like giant world bosses.
I don't know, man. Like,
These are events that take a lot of people, and you really have to work together.
Being able to see all the players on your screen, collaborating, trying to take this big monster down, it's epic.
It's so easy to create a community. It makes Diablo more of a social experience.
We've got fully enabled crossplay.
If you have an Xbox and your buddy has
that's
a PC, you're going to be able to group up.
Or you could play couch co-op. 2 people on a couch can sit there and have a great experience.
We've created specific zones where players can engage in PvP.
If you go
top-down
there, you can
couch
start
co-op in
swinging
an
away at
open
people.
world. Oof.
You're also opening yourself up to being swung at.
If you're like really, really good, the game actually marks you as like a champion on the map. You basically become a loot pinata, and everyone wants to chase you down.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
So if you do well at the game, you get a bunch of
The last
people who
story
are
mission
trying to
is really the
hunt you
beginning
down.
of a whole different part of the journey.
Now you're set up for the end game, and that end game is rich with things to do that allow you to get more and more powerful.
Whether it's new items or new dungeons or new Paragon boards.
Oh my
Every
God,
single
like,
time you
looking
come
at
back
that
to play
is
Diablo 4, there's going to
frustrating.
be
That
new
was
stuff
pain.
for you to experience.
And it's something that we're
Like
gonna
unless you're
support
giving
for
me a
years to
level
come.
up every 10 minutes, I don't want to. I don't
I'm
want
really
my
excited
skills
for
board to
folks
be
to
that
get their hands on
expensive.
Diablo 4.
Just to see millions of people really enjoying the different options.
Through the campaign,
local events,
couch co-op,
endgame,
PvP. It almost doesn't end.
And we are so close.
Well, Diablo 2 Remastered is out, and it is the only Diablo game that you need to play.
You guys have phones.
I hope you guys have phones.
Sea of
More for
Thieves.
these guys. Yeah, Sea
Oh,
of Thieves.
fucking kill me.
I don't know, man. I played a bit of Sea of Thieves when that Pirates of the Caribbean DLC came out, Pirates of the Caribbean, and I thought it was okay.
We played for a little bit.
Yeah, it scratched a little bit of the Assassin's Creed 4 itch.
Yeah.
Can you imagine owning your own ship, decorated with what you acquire, then to satisfy your vanity?
I think that's something that everybody wanted from the start, though. Booty McBootface.
To set sail as a pirate.
Oh fucking Christ!
They say
almighty.
name your ship Booty McBootyface, but I guarantee you there's a laundry list of things that you cannot name your ship.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So it's almost kind of mean that they tried to tease us, like, oh, if you want to give it a really silly or like edgy name, go for it.
Adventure will come knocking on your door. Oh, to set sail as a pirate captain, and you'll be amazed at what we have in store. The choice is yours.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah,
I think
I'm
I know
not
how
sure.
my
I'm not
dad
sure that's
felt when I
presenting
dragged
it
him to some
in
Pokemon
song.
movies as a kid.
Did you get the super chat from Thomas?
Which one?
The $5 super chat, Thomas Fenton. Whenever I hear open world, I merely hear a studio produced excuse to make their sandbox shallow as F and to gamer playtime over largely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much true.
Sadly, that is the safest guess. But every so often, open worlds do turn out well, though.
Cappy for 5 Bulgarian currency. When are we getting to the video games? I don't know,
no
Cappy.
fucking video games at an Xbox shows.
No, there aren't.
I swear to God, if I see one more farm, I'm out.
All this is a farm and fucking.
All right, it's farm the instead. There you go.
With the Mirror of Erised.
Cocoa cucumber.
Not Blade Echo Generation. This does not seem like my kind of thing, though.
And another 5 from Thomas Fitton says, Sea of Thieves reminds me of another reason to put the Long John soy pods into a wood chipper. Completely, man. Completely man bunned and soy pod the whole experience.
I like the voxel art in this. That is,
It looks kind of cool. Yeah.
But it really kind of seems like just Zelda ripoff isekai story stuff. Little girl gets sucked into a fantasy world and has to defend herself. Yeah.
I mean, I think Xbox's strategy is pretty clear. They can take kind of chances on games that most of the mainstream may not be interested in because they'll just put it on Game Pass.
It's volume, mini volume on there.
And then after a while, you'll be like, well, since I'm not actually paying for this game, I'm inclined to try it. So sometimes you'll find some really good stuff that you might not normally play.
Yeah,
I've definitely played some weird games on Game Pass just because it's free. You know.
And I mean, I think that it's good that there is that kind of selection on Game Pass. It's just it's weird putting those things front and center at like a conference like this, right?
Yeah, and that could be part of the strategy too, so that developers feel like, well, man, Xbox is actually going to take me seriously. So
I guess that's also kind of true. Jojo.
Ew.
This looks bizarre. Thomas Fitton, in other words, Xbox has become gaming Netflix. I mean, that's kind of what Game Pass was always gonna be. If they don't pull a cuties, then I guess
the difference is, though, you can always buy the games which are on Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever played a game before where like you spawn in by being essentially pooped out? 'Cause I think that's what we just saw.
Hatched from an onion.
Emerging.
It looked like a birth sequence to me.
Almost, yeah, I almost did.
Yes. An exposure.
Cocoon. Well, there you go. That makes sense, right?
That was fucked.
Thomas Fitton says, still beats the non-existence library of my PS5. Sarcasm or truth? There, Thomas.
I mean, it's not a lot.
I mean, that's why. I mean, in this console generation, I think like even bragging about either console, I'm like, bro, there's not that much.
Okay. Good start.
Team Ninja.
Neo 2 DLC, maybe?
We'll see.
Oh no. Something new.
Last toxic mail for 10. Todd, please save us. And then he falls asleep. I don't know if he's going to make it.
Oh no. Okay. This. Well, if it's not Neo, it seems to share a lot of common elements.
Even the music sounds very Neo-esque. Maybe a Neo spin-off?
Well, long.
Intrigued.
Yep.
Intrigued.
Looks like China to not Japan.
All right,
Okay,
there's
cool.
potential. There's potential there.
Yeah, I like Team Ninja's games.
Yeah, I really like Neo too.
Yeah, it's good.
Who wants to play this? Well, it takes place in China. We don't know if it's a Chinese game. It's not.
No,
Japan
Team
is
Ninja.
the
Team
most-
Ninja's Japanese.
the most
Yeah.
talented and well-known game creators
Long
anywhere in
Bow
the
is
world.
a Chinese.
We're thrilled to be working
surname.
with Koei Tecmo to bring Wolong Fallen Dynasty to Game Pass day one. I'm also excited to be working with Team Ninja. It was a long history of building incredible action games for Xbox, and it's great to be working with them once again. We know how important it is to our fans to continue to bring more Japanese franchises to Xbox. I'm excited to announce the return of one of the most highly requested
this
and
gonna be?
beloved franchises to Xbox from our partners at Atlas.
Persona? Yep. Persona 3 on Xbox? Holy shit.
There you go, Joe. You finally get to play.
Yeah, I wanted to play this.
Joe's been wanting to play a Persona game for a long time.
I've never played 3, but I liked 4 quite a lot, and I thought 5 was quite good also.
Hey, why is it
I
portable?
preferred 4 though. Portable is the different version of 3. This is 4. Persona 3 Portable was the PSP version of it that had a bunch of changes and improvements to it. Although I think the perspective was different. This one I played though, and it's really good. Persona 4. If you don't like JRPGs though, you're gonna hate it. This one's probably the easiest one to get into, but I kind of preferred 4 to 5.
I guess they got the collection here.
Great soundtrack though. Really, really good.
Never played it.
Is Persona 5 on Steam finally though?
I don't know.
That's what I'd like to know. Persona 4 is.
There you go. I'm actually kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
So
I've wanted to play those
Royal
games.
On so 5 is the first one coming out on October 21st. But that's cool though. That's good news for Persona and good news for Xbox players.
Wait, the 5th one's coming
Now,
out first?
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Play it
to
backwards?
announce
You don't have to. They're not like they don't
Xbox
follow.
games
It's
do
more
their
like
own
Final
stories,
Fantasy,
yeah.
like,
greatest creative
their own
minds,
stories, own
innovators in
protagonists.
our
Lots of
industry.
commonalities based
Someone
on
that
the
I have admired for
personas
many years.
themselves.
It's Todd.
Today,
Personas are kind of like
pleased
Pokemon.
to share. We will be working
You
together.
can earn them and
to
trade
create a
them.
Brand new experience like we've never seen.
Ooh, Kojima.
He did sign on to make an exclusive Xbox game. Is this going to be the horror game?
ゲームがあります。それは誰も体験したことも見たこともない全く新しいものです。それが作れる日が来るのをずっと待っておりました。マイクロソフトの最先端クラウドテクノロジーと市場の変化によってその未知なる構想への挑戦がようやく可能となりました。少し時間はかかるかもしれませんが、これから、Xbox ゲームスタジオと提携し、皆さんに喜んでいただけるニュースをお届けしていきたいと思います。
I'm just here. It's a teaser of a teaser.
No, that was a bad movie.
Yeah, I know.
Kojima Productions, working with our teams.
There you
at
go,
Xbox.
everyone.
No, get
Today,
fucked. I'm sitting
for
here
the first
buckled up
time,
for a new Kojima
we
game.
have
I know.
Don't do that to
showing
me.
New games that
He's
you
like,
can
it
play.
might take a while,
Say
but
Starfield there.
I'm here.
Today's show celebrates a diverse lineup of global game creators of all sizes who bring with them unlimited potential.
Wait, that's it, guys. There's nothing else.
Games
That's it.
from
That was
these
the
creators
lineup.
coming to Game Pass every single month, including Naraka Blade Point, As Dusk Falls, A Plague Tale Requiem, Pentiment, Persona 5 Royale, Somerville, and
Royale.
Scorn, just to name a few. And we start
It's royal.
2023
It's
I
not
know.
with
royale.
launches of some of the most anticipated titles from the teams at Xbox and Bethesda.
I swear, there's a
Redfall,
weeb
Minecraft
behind the
Legends,
scenes that works for Xbox. Just like, fuck,
Forza
Phil, we went over
Motorsport,
this.
and more.
It's royal.
This has
not
been
royal.
an incredible year as we achieved record growth across console and Game Pass, with millions of people playing our games every single day. And we have you to thank for that. Whether that's new players joining us through Xbox Cloud Gaming or our longest fans playing on Xbox and PC, we could not have done this without you. A year ago, we welcomed the talented studios at Bethesda Softworks to Xbox. Their teams have been hard at work, bringing their franchises to Game Pass, shipping updates to their games, and building new
Motherfucker, you promised me
experiences
Todd
for you to
Howard.
enjoy. We know.
Well,
The
it sounds
chat's
like
going crazy.
we-
It
we
really
might be
did.
getting-
Starfield.
We might be getting Todd.
Our show today
Mhm.
has highlighted gameplay, so it's only fitting that we end it with an extended first look
There we
at
go.
one of the most anticipated games in Xbox history.
Wolfenstein
This
3.
Here, I figured they would do this. Now they'll do like 10 minutes of Starfield, probably.
Yeah, Starfield.
Okay, buckle up. You ready, puppies? They're both asleep.
Control, this is Constellation Starship Frontier. All ready to start on your signal. Maintaining exit vector course. Steady till ready. Coordinates input. Plotting jump course. Guidance has converged. We're looking good.
When is the ETA for this?
First quarter of next year.
Oh,
It's probably March.
First gameplay ever we see is obscured by the worst Instagram filters ever. Awesome.
Wait.
Okay, stop
That's
it.
it?
God.
No, they said extended.
There you go.
So we'll get it. I'm just like, why was that your
Todd's wearing that jacket again.
That was all we got from that trailer. Was the going into light speed shit.
To finally see Starfield. It's easily our most ambitious game ever. Like our previous games, it's an epic role-playing game where you get to be who you want and go where you want.
It's 10 minutes of Todd talking. That's the
You'll be
thing.
exploring space.
Welcome to my Todd talk.
So let's jump right in. It's early in the game as you
Did you just come up with that, or do you have that in the pocket?
It's
Good
just
job.
that fast.
That was good.
Like my love life.
I'm surprised Welcome to My Todd Talk has not.
Ooh, 2330. That's the year.
Great.
300 years from now.
The moon of Encelon.
Oh,
If you're
off
watching
the
it on
bat,
the base stream, it does look pretty good visually.
Yeah, like and it seems to be animating pretty well too. So.
Ooh, I like it. Looks like the ship from Prometheus. It looks like the Prometheus.
Yeah,
That's,
kind of like Firefly.
Cool. Yeah.
Got some mechs.
Or Prometheus, like the thing. I thought you missed Serenity for a second there. I was kind of thinking it looks like Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Crafting systems. Most likely by the scan thing and figure out if I can turn this into healing items.
Yeah, Joe Musashi, first person or third person. That's pretty common in Bethesda games.
Yeah, you can always
They do it in all their games, pretty much from
I've
Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
I've never liked fighting in a Bethesda game in third person though.
Mm-hmm.
So exploring in third person is cool. Oh, it's very No Man's Sky.
Yep. Yeah, No Man's Sky and Fallout had a baby. Yeah, I wonder if this is related to Fallout in the sense that in Fallout they alluded to like colony ships being sent out and things like that. So
I want to see what the combat looks like here because there's probably not going to be VATS, but I wonder if there is going to be any kind of assisted
P90 from
targeting or
2300
RPG style. Yeah, top load magazine.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been such a strange design to me.
It's pretty cool.
Hey, there you are.
Shooting does look pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. It does. Visually, it looks good.
Sounds good too.
Mm-hmm.
Looks just like a really nice
Fallout, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I like to call Skyfall.
Skyfall, yeah. Lock picking.
Fall out in space.
Yep.
It's good news, everybody. We've teamed up with Adele to bring the theme from Skyfall.
Yeah.
James Bond's dead anyways, no one cares. That gun kind of looks like it.
I definitely like the ship designs. They're very like Prometheus and what should I say, Alien and Expanse inspired.
I wonder if that jetpack is like you can really
After
fly
some
around
initial
or double
encounters, You're
jumps.
invited to
I
join
don't know.
Constellation, who in the future the game is set in are the last group of space
I'm
explorers.
going to turn him up a
To
bit.
meet them, you'll head to the capital city of New Atlantis.
Mass Effect.
It looks good, but I kind of worry that the technical state of the game might end up being on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Constellation.
the baby.
We have a lot to talk about. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. As to what they are, what they're building, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
So, you found something?
A new guy found it.
You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions?
The artifact you found appears to be one of many, scattered across the galaxy. If we can find more, we can unlock their secrets.
Beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him.
Still very all-out Skyrim-esque character model.
With Mass Effect Andromeda faces.
Yeah.
The fleet doesn't follow the rules. Agree to work for UCC instead. Together.
That's what I mean, man. I think like it's still very possible that the technical state of this game
Well, that's
is
why they
on fire.
That's probably why they're like, it could come out this year, but we want to step the game up now that we're owned by Microsoft, so we have to cook it for another 6 months to take away the bugs.
The only way out is death.
Ooh, Zero G fighting? That's cool.
But we are not stopping. Most Dusties don't even make it this far. Because whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever.
That gives you a look at the stories in Starfield. But ultimately, it's not our story. It's the story you create by who you are and the choices you make. And that starts with character creation. It's our most flexible yet. You can customize all the elements of how you
I'm not sure showing off these character models is what you want to do in your first big gameplay. Just say you can customize your characters and blow past them, man. The characters look like shit.
I don't know why they don't do like character creation where they create Todd Howard.
Going away with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with
You can make them an introvert.
A neon street rat.
But it's not just in how you can look, but in how your character plays and develops. The skill
Spacesuits look pretty cool.
the best from our previous games. and you
Okay,
can unlock
only
new
5
skills
skill
as you level
trees
up,
I'm okay
and then
with.
you rank those skills up by using them and completing challenges. And there's deep
That
crafting
Diablo
systems,
4 one
from
though, I was
running
just like,
research
oh god,
projects
that's
with the resources you
Yeah, this is
find,
more like Fallout.
to crafting weapon mods needed to survive.
Drum magazine, all right.
And you can build your own outposts.
All right, No Man's Sky, baby.
Home away from home for survival and resource generation. You can
Yeah,
choose
because
where
everyone
and
loved that
how
so much
to
in
build each
Fallout
one.
4.
And you can hire characters.
Joe actually spent a ton of time doing settlements.
You had to put me out there.
Yeah, I had to. I mean, I did settlements too. You gain a lot of resources from doing
Even
that.
build your
This looks like a
own
lot better version of that.
You can choose crew members. And yes, you can completely customize the look and layout.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
There's loads of different modules, ship manufacturers, and more. I have to say, it's so cool. We just absolutely love this.
I think they've combined a lot of good things from a lot of other games into a Fallout in space game, which I actually think is very cool.
From engines to shields to weapon systems, because yes, you can fly it.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, there we go. See, I mean, people in the chat are disappointed, but I'm like, no, this is pretty cool so far. Especially if you can fly out into space directly from your planet like No Man's Sky and then do jumps to other systems.
I wonder what the dogfighting is going to be like.
Oh, that'll be interesting to see.
Especially because you're in a pretty big ship too. It's not like you're not like in a.
Oh, there we go. You're gonna find out.
Okay. It's really making me want VR support.
Yeah.
I put on my index just when I'm in space. Take it off and play with a mouse and keyboard when I'm playing the game.
That'd be pretty cool. Looks kind of like Elite Dangerous style. Fighting or flying in space.
Kind of feels like a little bit like Star Trek.
Yeah, I think they're going for kind of a like an Expanse vibe.
Yeah.
To it.
The aesthetic is more grounded in like today's technology. You can see it's an evolution. I mean, that looks pretty good.
We can't wait for all of you to experience the game. Thanks again for being with us today, and thanks for all the support you've given us over the decades, especially on this game. It's been an incredible journey for us making it, but we know that's really only the beginning. For it's when all of you play it that
we
real
find
journey
all the bugs.
begins. And you may be wondering, just how big is this game?
Huge.
So we thought we'd take one last moment
go.
and show you. Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison.
You can climb that planet.
You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet.
Whoa, that's cool.
And it's not just this planet. It's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life.
Are you
And
just
not
in the
just this
one
system,
system?
but over 100 systems.
100 systems. There you go. Wow.
All open for you.
Here's the
to
kicker.
explore.
It's going to be 500 gigs.
To see what you find.
You're about to never see it again.
I feel like this is more what a lot of people wish Mass Effect could have been back in the day, where you can go everywhere you want and do anything. And Andromeda kind of, people thought Andromeda was probably going to be more like this.
See, I want to know like how populated are the planets?
Yeah, like
mean,
that.
I mean, they could be very empty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even just as far as like not just with people, but with
no, I don't mean. I mean like populated in like terms of like, is it just like
ruins, creatures? Yeah. And they're showing a decent variety, but again, yeah, we'll see if there's anything going on.
I don't know. Like I like what I'm seeing, but at the same time, I'm not sold.
100 systems with that many planets that are all full-size planets you can explore seems to me like overkill. It's like I think that might be too big. Honestly, I was kind of hoping they were going to say like, yeah, you can explore the shit out of every single planet on this solar system, but this is the solar system the game takes place in. Because the solar system is still really big, everybody.
Yeah.
We cannot travel the length of our solar system in like a human lifetime with our current technology. So it's like, if it was just a solar system, I don't think that would have been a bad thing, because I think they would have been able to put a lot more punch into each planet.
Ooh. Just a recap here.
Yeah. So that was it. Anyone?
That's what it looks like.
I wasn't blown away by anything, to be honest.
Mr. Bug for 5 says, anyone getting burnt out on the sci-fi stuff being released? I know I am. I need a drink. Well, I mean, we went through that fantasy period for a while. Now sci-fi is kind of big again.
Because like the stream from like 2 days ago, that show that they did, that was very heavy on sci-fi.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's
popular.
Yeah, maybe it's the industry trying to show a different future, because everybody feels like the future is like the world is messed up, so we got to show the future.
Maybe it's just because Star Wars has been showing its belly more and more with everything it's released. So they're like, okay, it might be a good time to be the new big sci-fi thing.
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta say is I wasn't tired before this started, and now I need coffee.
That's how I feel.
I honestly think like the craziest news might actually have been the Riot stuff.
Yeah, that's
like,
a big deal for Riot coming to console
and
Game Pass.
all champions for every game, like not having to unlock any characters if you subscribe to Game Pass is pretty insane, as far as like how much money that gives you the benefit of not having to spend for a Game Pass sub is kind of insane.
Let's see. Thomas Fenton earlier said, damn, and Star Citizen still hasn't gotten Jack. Gamer for 5 says, I'm more hyped for the Dead Space remake myself. Yeah, so that was it. What did you guys think in the chat? Is there anything you liked? Obviously, it seems like it was a lot of you thought it was pretty boring. I wish they had definitely shown some of their bigger titles, like stuff from Halo or Gears of War 6. But I think Starfield, personally, I had no expectations for Starfield because I didn't really hype myself up about it. So what I saw kind of I was pretty happy with it. I think a lot of the elements they incorporated, if they're implemented well, could make for a pretty good game. And kind of the promise that a lot of other games have made, it looks like that's what they're trying to pull off here. So I know somebody said that 100 systems means it could be pretty shallow. Yeah, we'll definitely see about that. Yeah, we'll see about that.
That's my concern.
Yeah, that's a big deal, I'm sure. But I guess if you go out in space, a lot of planets are going to be boring as crap and not going to have anything on them.
Also, how much diversity are you going to have when you have 100 planets?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking back to like Destiny. Like, they did have, I don't remember how many planets, but
it's like 8, but it was all our solar system too.
Yeah. But they had a good like diversity of like environment. How much diversity environment are you going to have? It's like, is this planet going to look just like the other planet?
Yeah.
It's going to be a brown planet.
Yeah, just some generic brown planet, like you always see. It looks like Mars.
Or is there going to be 2 or 3 things to do on each planet, and then a whole bunch of just negative space? That's like, well, you can farm materials out here if you want, and there'll be an odd enemy here and there, but you're not really going to find any quests. But
now,
did he say that there was going to be planets with no life on them?
Yeah, he explained that there's going to be different types of stuff. I would think that, like a lot of other Bethesda games, you're going to find a lot of things that it almost looks like, whoa, I can't believe I found this. Like you'll find hidden quests or stories, story arcs. And I think a good thing that Bethesda does in a lot of their games is they do basically passive storytelling. So sometimes you'll find like a body randomly somewhere, and then you'll find like a journal or something that explains it was like a little girl that ran away from her parents, and that's when the nuclear bombs fell in Fallout, and smaller details like that I always liked. And I think they do a good job of interweaving those stories, and it's not just like filler lore, like, oh, I just collected some books, even though Skyrim is notorious for its books everywhere that you can read and fill in.
I know.
Yeah.
And I think that Bethesda is quite good at doing that kind of environmental storytelling. My concern though is with 100 planets, 100 solar systems times what, say an average of 5 planets per solar system. That's 500 planet-sized maps. So it's like, well, I mean, there's gonna be like, you guys don't have the resources to load every single inch of all of those with like compelling content, unless I don't know if Bethesda has hired all of India or something to be creating content for this game just nonstop. because I don't think it would be tenable to do that otherwise. Which is, I mean, honestly, like I hope they do it well, and I'm willing to bet there's going to be at least 2 or 3 really interesting things to find on each of the low tier planets, and the main planets would probably be loaded with stuff.
Yeah,
but like I don't know that zooming out and making the game bigger and bigger and bigger scope is necessarily the best idea in a lot of cases.
Yeah, we'll see if they can sink the landing with that. I'm not. I like I said, I'm going to hold judgment. It's definitely. I've got Game Pass. Joe's got Game Pass.
Yeah, same here.
We're big Xbox fans. I'm not like a fanboy or anything. I play PlayStation, Nintendo too. But anything that helps gaming go forward and produce a good product, I'm all about. So
yeah.
So Joe, did you want to say something?
I was just thinking I like to collect the stuff in the games, like all the books and oh my god, now I want to keep saying
the audio
Skyfall.
logs.
Yeah, no, but yeah, how am I gonna get am I gonna have to go through all those planets just to make sure I get all the books?
Yes,
or like whatever the collectible thing is. And
I think adjusting your expectations to collecting all of them, from collecting all of them to collecting a bunch of them, is probably your best.
That's how it is. And I mean, it might be one of those games where you go back like even for years and you'll never find everything in it, which sometimes is good, sometimes it's bad. It's cool to hear about Easter eggs or quests that people found years later on, especially if the game itself was already solid and you're like, wow, they really went through the extra effort here. So I'm sure that at this point the game is just done. They're just going to be polishing it to try to avoid that typical Bethesda bugginess reputation, I would think.
That's optimistic.
So what were you guys disappointed about not seeing?
The whole fucking thing. The whole thing was shit. It was boring as fuck.
Yeah, summer game.
Scorn looks okay. I love the creepiness of it all. But you didn't really show me a whole lot of the gameplay. But I think it looks cool. The fucking pelican from Halo being in Flight Simulator. That was cool. That was really cool. The fucking, I can't remember what it was called. That Asian Battle Royale, which I think looks cool. I wish they had a story mode. It looks like they're adding a story mode. I might give that a shot. Everything else was fucking trash. That was boring as fuck. That was shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's Xbox definitely is in a weird state right now. I think a lot of people are like, well, Xbox is done. I think that's exaggerated when you still can't find Xbox Series X consoles around. You can definitely have concern for this year about where everything's been going. I think the last 2 years kind of wiped everything out, your expectations about game timelines and releases. And I think that a lot of companies use that as an excuse, whether it's valid or not. So we'll see how things go forward. It seems like 2023 is going to be pretty stacked, especially in the first half. Obviously, if the Activision Blizzard deal ends up finally going through, we'll see what Microsoft does. Right now, they say that they're not going to make Call of Duty exclusive. If things are not going well for them, I don't see why Microsoft wouldn't just say, well, we're going to make Call of Duty exclusive, so we want to sell Xboxes.
Insane to do
You think?
that.
I mean, it depends on how desperate they are, I would say.
Blueprints that you can buy in the shop at any given time, that's where their money comes from.
That's true. Yeah.
So once you take away that from PlayStation players, you're losing all that millions of dollars. It's just gone as well. So I don't think it will ever happen.
No.
And PlayStation's always had a really solid Call of Duty base too.
Yeah.
The only reason that a lot of players, like PlayStation players, would even go to Xbox back like around 360 was because they got the the DLC and all that stuff first. Or like there was, especially in the 360 time period too, like especially with like maybe Black Ops 2, I'd say like it was really heavily competitive. So there was just a ton of people going over there for it. Too.
And I think at that time you could definitely argue that Xbox Live was far superior to PlayStation Network in the first few iterations early on with voice chat, things like that. I mean, when you were competing between SOCOM, which didn't have a lot of the features that you saw in the early Xbox Live games, I think that's why 360 dominated so thoroughly in that era. And then they just kind of dropped the ball with Xbox One and everything there when they pretty much had it to go forward. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Microsoft decides to do here with their franchises. Obviously, they don't have Halo kind of has fallen flat in a lot of ways, which is very disappointing for me and Lethal.
Yeah, they didn't even mention it here either.
No, they didn't. And that tells you, that just tells you, that tells you how I'm going to assume that 343 is probably all hands on deck at this point. And they're like, we have to produce something and we don't have anything to show right now. So we're just grinding, have our nose in the grind wheel.
best case scenario would have been a teaser for.
Oh, yeah.
But
I think so.
That at best would have been all there was.
Yeah, I think so. And I have to assume the Gears 6 has got to be about like halfway through the development cycle as well. So teasing that would have been pretty cool. But I guess they don't want to do that. I know that we've got QuakeCon that comes during the summer, so Bethesda may drop more stuff there, and we'll see. Maybe they're saving some of that. As far as everything else, you guys have anything else that you want to comment on, or that you want to see in the future from Microsoft, or what did you guys think overall of what we've seen so far between the PlayStation showcase, the Summer Games showcase, and now Xbox and Bethesda? What
This might be the worst one I've ever watched to date.
Yeah, I think it was pretty boring.
Choo Charles, man, he's carrying this whole thing on his back.
It seems like it, doesn't it? So I think that's pretty much it. Like 2022 is kind of a bummer year so far, I think, for games. We'll see how we feel in the fall, but Nintendo might be the one that has to bail us out of this. But it's going to be with Splatoon 3 and a lot of other titles that we kind of already know what they're going to be. So it's not like a huge surprise.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting on like 500 hours in Elden Ring across 3 platforms. I'm like,
well, and I think
2022 has been all right for me.
I think that's a testament for a lot of people how one game can really dominate the cycle, and sometimes that's all you need to define a year. If you have a game like that, like Elden Ring, where you have so many people playing it and they can invest so much time. My younger brother has about the same amount of hours in Elden Ring as you do, Mark, and it's just crazy to see that. Like I see him on it every day, and I have for pretty much since it came out. And he's still got things that he can do.
Yeah, I've got all the Steam achievements, and I'm most of the way towards the PlayStation trophies. A little further behind on Xbox, but I plan to get them all.
Yep. So, all right. Well, I think that's about it, everybody. If nobody else has anything to say, I know, Lethal, what do you have? Let's go through some super chats here.
Yeah.
And finish those out. Thomas Fitton said 100+ systems seems shallow. Sandbox excuse. I saw that one. And let's see. Let's reload here. Gibbons Plays for $2 says, only thing that's got me hyped is the Persona 3 port. I'm actually pretty cool about the Persona stuff because I haven't played those games.
Yeah, that's good news.
Yeah. So I think that's good. I missed a lot of the PS2 era and even a lot of PS3. So I'd like to go back and play a lot of those games.
Did you get Joe
Musashi? Yeah, for $2. No Killer Instinct announcement. Boo. Yeah, we haven't really seen much of Killer Instinct since it came out.
A long time ago.
Yeah, it's been years. That was Xbox One era. So, man, it'll be interesting to see where they go with that, or if they try to bring back Dead or Alive, that franchise, since you've got Street Fighter coming back.
Yeah, they got Street Fighter 6. The one I'm really looking forward to is DNF Duel. I played the beta and I really liked it, and I think that's coming out at the end of this month. Actually, I like fighting games, man. So that one looks pretty fun.
Cool. And I think that's pretty much it. We're all caught up here. Anybody have anything going on today or this week that they want to promote or plug?
Just like all my lovers, I'm going to be going to bed disappointed in about 10 minutes. So.
Awesome. Well, we're going to be going live on our show at 6 o'clock Eastern time. That'll be episode 96. So if you guys want to hang out
real
there.
episode 96.
Oh, it's going to be 95B because I'm an idiot and I forgot episode 91 and I can't count apparently. So that's what we'll be doing tonight. I'm not sure what the deal is with Mario Kart. I know Jeremy's really busy, so maybe somebody else will be hosting.
He just said no Mario Kart.
Okay, no Mario Kart. Okay, so there we go, guys.
At 8 p.m. too, I'm going to be on Brahma Bull's channel talking about the Dark Souls series. So if
awesome.
Never heard of it.
You want to hear me? Yeah, it's this game that gaming journalists really love because it's very easy and approachable. Super accessible, I think is the word I would use for it. Very, very, very easygoing franchise, though.
Cool. All right, so there you go. And then
I can't believe you got through that without smiling the whole time.
I'm a fantastic actor, like just top tier. I'm basically Christian Bale.
I guess to end off the night, we'll probably do some Fortnite on our channel and things like that. So we'll give some entertainment. Joe's like, I'm not going to stay up late. I'll get Johnny. I'll get Johnny and some.
I didn't say anything.
You gave the look. I could see it. All right. Well, hey, thanks for everybody joining us today. Everybody on the panel, you guys were great. Thanks for Jeremy jumping in the chat and for giving me the opportunity to host this today. It was a little bit disappointing, but what can you do? Hopefully we made it a little bit better for you all. So thanks for everyone once again, and have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.
Bye-bye.